back in my day, it wasn't automatic that you were going to college. You know, I mean, I came out of high school in '82. It was kind of like, it was still kind of like, hey, find a job, go to college. It wasn't looked at like, you know, I think you came up in a time where you're going to college, you're going to college, you're going to college. So my father owned a construction company, and I was really planning on going to work for my father in his construction company. I wasn't even all conference in football at Penn Hills. I mean, I played, but I wasn't by nowhere near a star player. Best friend of mine, Sean Kirkland, had got a scholarship to Slippery Rock. It just so happened that his dad couldn't take him up to school that day. Something had happened. So he asked me for a ride. I drove him up to school. When I was dropping him off, the football coach at the time, Coach Alt, seen me. He said, hey, I seen you on the film also. Where are you playing football? I said, I'm not playing. I'm done. He said, would you like to come to Slippery Rock? I said, sure. And he was like, you know, I can't give you a scholarship, but if your grades are good enough, we'd like to give you a chance. And that's where it all started. My person I really looked up to at Slippery Rock was a guy named Ricky Porter. I mean, Squeak, they called him Squeak. He was a running back. He got drafted late by the Detroit Lions, played for a little bit. So the idea that somebody could even get to the NFL from Slippery Rock, for me, started with Ricky Porter. Now, I think because of the Heisman Trophy, because of the All-American, because of leading the nation in rushing, I really put a lot more eyes on it, and that really made it like, wow, you know, you can find some ball players in the PSAC. I go back to something I said earlier. I sat in locker rooms. I got cut 7 times in my journey for the NFL. But the one thing I remember was in that locker room, 9 out of 10 of the guys, this is back in the 80s, you know, it was all about football. It wasn't really not putting down these guys, but they went to big schools that didn't even put them on the path to graduate. But literally, it was all or nothing. They would be in that locker room like, man, if I get cut, what am I going to do? And I'm like, well, you got your degree, right? No, I go back to school. I'm like, I got my degree. I got a business degree. If I get cut, I'm gonna tell everybody I met here, hey, look, I need a job here. I work for the Steelers. Like, give me a job in marketing. So absolutely having that degree made a big difference. It gave me confidence that this ain't all I have. I have a plan B. It was always my plan B that, hey, and sometimes plan B is better than plan A you learn out in life.